think this pain is punishing you? You think this agony is the universe telling you to stop, to quit, to lay down and accept the mediocrity that everyone else has settled for. But I am here to tell you the absolute truth, the unvarnished, unapologetic truth. The pain you feel today is not your punishment. It is the very forge that is building tomorrow's champion. Listen to me very closely, because if you walk away from this message right now, you are walking away from the very key that unlocks your destiny. But if you stay with me, if you let these words sink deep into your spirit and you listen until the very last syllable I speak, you are going to experience a mindset shift so profound it will rearrange your entire reality. You are going to get the clarity you have been praying for, the motivation that will get you out of bed when your body wants to quit. And I am going to give you a practical, undeniable way to start changing your life today. I need you to stay until the end, because if you leave early, you will miss the full message, and you will miss the exact moment your life is supposed to change. Do not scroll away. Do not click on another video. Your breakthrough is sitting right here, on the other side of this pain. Let me tell you a story. I want you to picture a man. Let's call him David. David is just like so many of you listening to my voice right now. David is tired. I'm not just talking about needing a nap tired. I am talking about soul tired. Bone tired. The kind of tired where you sleep for 8 hours and you still wake up feeling like you haven't rested at all. David is working a job that doesn't pay him what he's worth, for a boss who doesn't appreciate what he does, in a city that doesn't even know his name. He wakes up every single morning to the sound of an alarm clock that feels like a physical blow to shave. His feet hit the cold floor, and before his eyes are even fully open, the weight of the world drops onto his shoulders. He looks at the stack of bills on the kitchen counter. He looks at the empty spaces in his refrigerator. He looks in the mirror and he doesn't recognize the man staring back at him. The fire in his eyes from when he was a kid, it's gone. The dreams he used to talk about when he was 20 years old, they are buried under a mountain of responsibilities and rejections. David tries. Oh, he tries. He puts in the extra hours. He takes on the shifts nobody else wants. He smiles when he wants to scream. He nods when he wants to quit. But it feels like he is running on a treadmill. He is sweating. He is bleeding. He is giving it everything he has, but he is not moving forward. The pain in his life is constant. It's a dull ache in his lower back from standing all day. It's a sharp anxiety in his chest when he checks his bank account. It's a heavy, suffocating sadness in his gut when he realizes another year has passed and he is in rate, the exact same place he was 12 months ago. He starts to doubt himself. He starts to listen to the whispers in his head, the voice that says you're not smart enough, the voice that says you're too old to start over, the voice that says this is just how it is, this is your lot in life, accept it. And then, one Tuesday evening, it all comes crashing down. It's always a Tuesday, isn't it? It's never the big dramatic moment on a Sunday afternoon. It's a random, ordinary, miserable Tuesday. David is driving home from his second job. His car, which has been making a weird noise for weeks, suddenly starts sputtering. He's on the highway. The rain is pouring down. The cars are flying past him at 70 miles an hour, splashing dirty water all over his windshield. He manages to limp the car onto the shoulder. He turns the key. Nothing. He turns it again. Just that horrible, mocking click. David sits there in the driver's seat. The rain is hammering against the roof. The heater is broken, so the car is freezing. And something inside David just snaps. It's not a loud snap. It's a quiet, devastating break. He grips the steering wheel until his knuckles turn white. He puts his head down on the horn, and he just starts to cry. He sobs. He weeps like a little child. He screams into the empty car. He asks the roof of the car. He asks the rain. He asks God, why? Why is it so hard? Why does it have to be me? What did I do wrong? I'm trying. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. So why am I still suffering? Why does it hurt so much? He is at rock bottom. He is staring into the abyss of his own failure, and he is ready to let go. He is ready to just turn off the engine, walk away, and never try to be anything more than what the world has told him he is. He is ready to let the pain win. But then, a tap on the window. David looks up, his face wet with tears, his eyes red. There is an old tow truck driver standing in the rain, holding a flashlight. The old man hooks up the truck, and while they wait for the flatbed, they sit in the cab of the tow truck. The old man looks at David. He doesn't ask him what's wrong.
He just looks at him with these deep, knowing eyes and says, "Son, you look like a man who thinks the fire is burning him up." David just nods, too exhausted to speak. The old man leans in and says, "But you got it backwards. The fire isn't burning you up. It's burning away everything that isn't you. The pain you're feeling right now, that's not the end of your story. That is the chisel sculpting the masterpiece. You think you're being buried, but you're actually being planted." Something shifted in David in that moment. The words hit him right in the chest. He realized he had been looking at his pain as a stop sign when it was actually a stepping stone.
He realized that the friction he was feeling wasn't there to destroy him. It was there to polish him. He wiped his face. He looked out at the rain. And for the first time in years, he didn't feel like a victim. He felt like a champion in training. He didn't know how he was going to pay for the car. He didn't know how he was going to pay the bills. But he knew one thing. He was not going to quit. The pain had a purpose. Be honest. Have you ever felt like this? You know that feeling, right? I'm talking to you right now. I see you. I see you sitting there, nodding your head, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what it feels like to be in that car. You know what it feels like when the rain is pouring down and your engine stalls and you just want to put your head on the steering wheel and cry. You know the pain of a broken relationship. You know the pain of a failed business. You know the pain of watching your dreams slip through your fingers like sand. You know the pain of waking up at 3 a.m. with your heart pounding, wondering if you are ever going to make it. You feel it in your chest right now, don't you? That tightness, that heaviness, that feeling that you are carrying a mountain on your back and nobody else can see it. If you are still here listening to this, if my voice is reaching into your spirit right now, type "I'm still here" in the comments. Let me know you are with me. Let me know you are ready to face this. Because we are not just going to talk about this pain today. We are going to transform it. Let me tell you something about human nature. The biggest mistake people make when it comes to pain is that they run from it. We live in a world that is obsessed with comfort. We want the easy way. We want the shortcut. We want the pill that makes us lose weight without dieting. We want the app that makes us rich without working. We want the relationship that is perfect without compromise. We have been conditioned to believe that if something hurts, we must be doing something wrong. If it's difficult, we must be on the wrong path. If it's painful, we must stop.
But I am here to tell you that comfort is the greatest enemy of greatness. Comfort is the graveyard of dreams. When you run from pain, you run from your potential. Think about how a muscle grows. You go to the gym and you lift weights. What are you actually doing? You are tearing the muscle fibers. You are creating micro-trauma. You are introducing pain and stress into the tissue. And when you go home and you rest, the body repairs those tears, and it builds the muscle back, thicker, stronger, and more resilient than it was before. The pain of the workout is the catalyst for the growth of the muscle. If you never lift heavy, if you never feel the burn, you will never build the strength. Life works the exact same way.
The pain you are feeling right now is the resistance training for your soul. The setbacks, the rejections, the failures, the heartbreak, the financial stress, that is the heavy lifting. That is the universe putting weight on your barbell and saying, let's see how strong you can get. But what do most people do? They feel the burn, they feel the ache, and they drop the weights. They say, this hurts too much. I'm going to go sit on the couch. And they wonder why they never build any spiritual muscle. They wonder why they never develop the strength to handle the blessings that are coming. You have to change your relationship with pain. You have to stop seeing it as an enemy and start seeing it as an ally. When the pain comes, I want you to smile.
I want you to look at that struggle and say thank you. Thank you for making me stronger. Thank you for stretching my capacity. Thank you for preparing me for the weight of the glory that is coming. You have to embrace the friction. You have to lean into the discomfort, because on the other side of that discomfort is the person you are supposed to become. You cannot become a champion by staying in the locker room. You have to get in the arena. You have to take the hits. You have to feel the pain, and you have to keep moving forward. If you really want to change your life, if you are truly sick and tired of being sick and tired, write "I'm ready" below. Put it in the comments.
Make a declaration right now. Tell the universe, tell yourself that you are done running from the hard things. Now, let's go deeper, because it's not just about embracing the pain. It's about the question you ask when the pain hits. This is the second massive mistake people make. When the pain comes, when the tragedy strikes, when the plan falls apart, what is the first question that comes out of your mouth? It's always, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why do bad things always happen to me? Why am I so unlucky? Why me, Lord? Let me tell you what happens when you ask why me. Your brain is a supercomputer, and it will go to work to find the answer. And the answer it always finds is victimhood. When you ask why me, you are declaring yourself a victim. You are saying that life is happening to you, that you have no control, that you are just a leaf blowing in the wind of circumstance. You are giving away your power. You are handing the keys to your destiny over to your problems. And as long as you are asking why me, you will stay stuck in the mud of your own misery. You have to change the question. You have to stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this producing in me? Listen to the difference. What is this producing in me? When you ask that question, your brain shifts from victim to victor. It starts looking for the lesson. It starts looking for the growth.
It starts looking for the hidden blessing in the disguise of the curse. When David was sitting in that car in the rain, he was asking, why me? And it was making him cry. It was making him want to quit. But when the old man shifted his perspective, the question changed. He started asking, what is this pain producing in me? And the answer was resilience. It was producing empathy. It was producing a hunger that he didn't have when things were easy. It was producing a champion. Every time you face a trial, I want you to pause and ask, what is this making me? Is it making you bitter, or is it making you better? Is it breaking you, or is it building you? The pain you feel today is building tomorrow's champion, but only if you let it. Only if you extract the lesson from the pain. A lesson without application is just information, but a lesson applied in the midst of pain is transformation. You have to dig into that pain like a miner digging for gold. You have to sift through the dirt, the sweat, and the tears, and you have to find the nugget of wisdom that is hidden in there, because that wisdom is what is going to carry you to the top of the mountain. Pause for a second and ask yourself, do you really want this, or are you just saying you do? Do you really want the growth, or do you just want the result without the resistance? Be honest with yourself right now, because you can't fool the mirror, and you can't fool your spirit.
If you want the championship, you have to want the training. You have to want the pain. And this brings me to the deepest, most critical truth of all. The third mistake people make is that they let their pain define their identity. They start to believe that they are their failures. They start to believe that they are their trauma. They say, I am a failure. I am broken. I am a victim. I am not good enough. They take the temporary experience of pain and they turn it into a permanent identity. And once you believe that you are your pain, you will act in accordance with that belief. You will self-sabotage. You will stay in the toxic relationship because you believe you don't deserve better. You will stay in the dead-end job because you believe you aren't smart enough for more. You will stay in the darkness because you have forgotten that you carry the light. You have to undergo an identity shift. You have to separate who you are from what you are going through. You are not your bank account. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the words that were spoken over you when you were a child. You are not the rejections you have faced. You are a child of the Most High. You have greatness encoded in your DNA. You have a champion's spirit sleeping inside of you, and it is time to wake it up. When the pain hits, I want you to stand up in your spirit and declare, "This pain is not my identity. This pain is my training ground. I am not a victim. I am a champion in the making." You have to change your self-image before you can change your life. If you see yourself as a loser, you will always find a way to lose. But if you see yourself as a champion, even when you are taking a beating, even when you are on the canvas, you will get up. Because champions don't stay down. Champions use the pain to fuel their comeback. Think about the greatest champions in history. Think about the athletes, the leaders, the visionaries, the people who have changed the world. Do you think they had an easy path? Do you think they didn't feel pain? They felt more pain than you can even imagine. They were told they were too short, too slow, too dumb, too poor, too old, too young. They faced injuries, bankruptcies, betrayals, and devastating losses, but they didn't let the pain define them. They let the pain refine them. They took the bricks that the world threw at them and they built a castle. You have the exact same raw material inside of you. You have the same spark. The only difference between you and the champions you admire is that they decided to use their pain as fuel, while most people use their pain as an excuse. Which one are you going to be? Are you going to use your pain to explain why you can't, or are you going to use your pain to prove that you can? The pain you feel today is building tomorrow's champion, but you have to do the work. You have to show up. You have to put one foot in front of the other. When your legs are shaking, you take a step. When your lungs are burning, you take a breath. When your mind is telling you to quit, you tell your mind to shut up and keep moving. It's about discipline. It's about commitment. It's about making a promise to yourself that no matter how hard it gets, you are not turning back. I want to give you a challenge. I don't just want you to listen to this and feel good for 5 minutes and then go back to your old life. I want you to take action. I want you to prove to yourself that you are serious. I am giving you a 7-day challenge. It's called the Pain to Power Challenge. It's simple, but it is going to change the way you process every single struggle you face for the rest of your life. Here is what you are going to do. For the next 7 days, you are going to change your daily routine. Day 1 is all about gratitude for the grind. When you wake up, before your feet hit the floor, before you look at your phone, I want you to say out loud, "Thank you for the challenges I faced today, because they are making me stronger." You are going to reprogram your brain to see the struggle as a gift. Day 2 is about doing one hard thing, just one. I want you to intentionally choose something that is uncomfortable. It could be taking a cold shower. It could be having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. It could be doing 50 push-ups when your arms are tired. You are going to voluntarily introduce friction into your life to build your tolerance for pain. Day 3 is about starving your distractions. You are going to turn off the noise. No social media for the entire day. No mindless scrolling. No numbing yourself with entertainment. You are going to sit with your thoughts. You are going to face your pain head on, without any anesthetics. You are going to look it in the eye and realize it cannot kill you. Day 4 is about speaking life over your struggle. Every time a negative thought enters your mind, every time you feel the urge to say, "I can't," you are going to catch it and reverse it. You are going to say, "I can, I will, I am." You are going to guard your tongue like a warrior guards his sword, because your words are creating your reality. Day 5 is about shifting your focus outward. You are going to find someone else who is hurting, and you are going to help them. You are going to make a phone call, send a message, or do a favor for someone who is struggling, because the fastest way to heal your own pain is to help someone else carry theirs. It reminds you that you still have value, you still have power, and you still have something to give. Day 6 is about visualizing the champion. You are going to spend 10 minutes in absolute silence, and you are going to close your eyes and see the person you are becoming. See the champion. See how they walk, how they talk, how they handle adversity. Feel the emotion of that future reality. You are going to pull that future version of yourself into your present moment. And day 7 is the day of decision. You are going to write down one major area of your life where you have been letting pain hold you back. You are going to write it on a piece of paper, and then you are going to burn it. You are going to watch it turn to ash, and you are going to declare, my past does not dictate my future. I am stepping into my power. When you complete this 7-day challenge, I want you to come back to this video. I want you to go down to the comments and type, Day 7 done. Let me know you are serious. Let me know you didn't just listen, but you actually did the work. Because there is a massive difference between being a spectator and being a participant. The world is full of spectators. The world is full of people who watch motivational videos and feel a temporary high, but never change their behavior. Don't be one of them. Be a participant in your own life. Be the author of your own story. Listen to me. I need you to really hear this. The time for playing small is over. The time for making excuses is over. The time for blaming your parents, your boss, your ex, the economy, or the government is over. You are the captain of your soul. You are the master of your fate. The pain you are feeling right now is not a sign that God has abandoned you. It is a sign that God is preparing you for something so massive, so glorious, so beyond your current comprehension, that if He gave it to you right now, it would crush you. He is building your capacity. He is expanding your shoulders so you can carry the weight of the blessing. You have greatness inside of you. I don't care what your resume looks like. I don't care what your credit score is. I don't care how many times you have failed. There is a seed of greatness planted in your spirit, and no amount of pain, no amount of rejection, no amount of darkness can stop that seed from growing if you give it the water of your belief and the sunlight of your persistence. You have to be hungry. You gotta be hungry. You have to want it so bad that you are willing to endure the pain. You have to want it so bad that when the world tells you to stop, you push harder. You have to want it so bad that your pain becomes your power. Don't you dare let your pain go to waste. Don't you dare let your suffering be in vain. Extract every ounce of value from this struggle. Let it forge you into someone who is unbreakable. Let it forge you into someone who is unstoppable. Let it forge you into a champion. When you look in the mirror tomorrow morning, I want you to look yourself dead in the eye and say, I am built for this. I was made for this. The pain is just the price of admission, and I am paying it gladly. You have to believe it before you can see it. I have to feel it before it becomes real. You have to walk like a champion, talk like a champion, and think like a champion, even when you are bleeding. Especially when you are bleeding. Because that is when the real test begins. That is when the fake champions fold, and the real champions rise. Which one are you going to be? I know it's hard. I know it hurts. I know you are tired. But I also know what is on the other side of that pain. I have seen it. I have lived it. And I have watched thousands of people step into their greatness by refusing to quit when the pain got heavy. You are next. You are the one I am talking to right now. You are the one who is going to break the cycle. You are the one who is going to change your family's lineage. You are the one who is going to look back on this exact moment, this exact pain, and say, that was the turning point. That was the moment I decided to stop being a victim and start being a victor. Do not let the sun go down on your doubt. Do not let another day pass where you accept less than you deserve. The pain you feel today is building tomorrow's champion, but only if you stay in the fight. Only if you keep swinging. Only if you refuse to stay on the canvas. Get up. Dust yourself off. Look the pain in the face and say, is that all you got? Because I've got more in me. I've got greatness in me, and you cannot stop me. If this message spoke to your spirit today, if it lit a fire in your belly that you haven't felt in a long time, I need you to do something for me. Hit that subscribe button. Join this community of champions. We are building an army of people who refuse to be average, and I want you in the ranks. And don't just keep this to yourself. Share this video with someone who is hurting. Share it with someone who has given up. Share it with someone who needs to hear this exact message today.
You might be the reason someone else decides to keep going. You might be the instrument that God uses to pull someone else out of the dark. Be a light. Be a blessing. And when you are done here, do not just close the app and go back to your old life.
Keep the momentum going. Click on the next video on this channel. We have so much more to cover, so much more to unpack. And the next step in your journey is waiting for you right there. Take the next step. Keep moving forward. Keep growing. Keep pushing. Remember, the pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, an hour, a day, or a year, but eventually it will subside, and something else will take its place. But if you quit, that pain will last forever. It will haunt you for the rest of your life. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Choose your pain. Choose the pain of growth, the pain of effort, the pain of pushing through your limits, because that pain is building tomorrow's champion. You are not born to just pay bills and die. You are not born to just exist and fade away. You were born to be great. You were born